When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Razorbacks' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the UCLA Bruins offense comes onto the field first today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bruins will punt. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the 1st down.
I love it. How about the onions of the coach? First drive, coming out, setting the tone. They get stopped on 3rd down. Now you bring on the punt unit. No. I was ready. I had a fake, pulled the trigger, and got it.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
Makes the quick grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their 1st punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brock. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs. And they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught over the middle. It's Brock. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Bruins! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, when you think about Arkansas, at some point with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Intercepted.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Finds his man open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit.
Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the pressure. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Pulls and fires complete. Turns it on down the left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Looking for the end zone. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Now it's 2nd and goal. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tries again to get it in. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking...
Snead gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Across the 45. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. He's got it along the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Brock. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brock. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Catch in the middle. It's Higgins. Open space at the 25. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They're working that left side. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Rides the back and leads it on the option. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the lone running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to LSU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's up to 73 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team.
On to kick it away.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
Home to like the planning commission meeting on days.
Love you.
Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Higgins. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Higgins. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab on the left. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Higgins. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wolf. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
42, Arkansas, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Pocket breaking down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. These DBs going to give a little cushion. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville.
The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Quarterback gets the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Arkansas. Quick strike through the air for the score.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, UCLA. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been dominated, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. This time on target. Across the 25, he's got room. Bounces over the top. Touchdown, Bruins. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Great place to start for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The quick out. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Great job by the defense that time, blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Higgins. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. And the Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Got the 1st down and more. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground with the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
There he goes. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 7.
What's the ticket number we looking at?
I'm sorry, I don't have it. It's 34337. Yeah, there's not a lot in there.
34337.
Yeah, I didn't put a lot in the ticket. I didn't really know what to throw in there except for to kind of get you guys looking at the event viewer and possibly seeing what's going on there. So when this thing locks up, does it leave all of the printers, the print schools?
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. He's got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, You know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to...
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bruins! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Let's go! Let's go!
From the gun to give, looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Slater. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. All wideouts, no backs.
Pace, 27, jump!
Lost a throw on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Timeout, UCLA.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.